Hey everyone, Dominik Lehnert here, and by the end of this video you will know how you can correctly get your arrays into Webflow by using Integromat. So we are going to have a look at how exactly do these arrays have to look and how do you change the shape of an array so it actually gets into your Webflow and Webflow actually accepts the items and you can update your CMS items in in Webflow from Integromat. Let's get right into it. So our test setup here is quite easy. So we have one module in the beginning, just basically a random module to start the scenario. Then I've put in a repeater. So what this does is it gives us 3 different output bundles. You can specify how many output bundles the repeater generates. So it's just going to repeat that many times. And then what we have is we have an array aggregator. And how the array aggregator works is you have to give him 2 information, him or her. First one is what's the source module. In this case, we want to aggregate the output from the repeater. So the 3 bundles that come out of the repeater, we want to aggregate into one in the array aggregator. And then you have to select the field that you want to aggregate. So in this case, it's the random variable we have here from the beginning, and that random variable is called I. So what's the output of the array aggregator? The array aggregator is then going to give us, it's taking 3 input bundles and it gives us 1 output bundle. So this is the array it puts out. And now if you, for example, trying to map this into Webflow, what you will notice is that you have one array here. So it's one array, but it's an array of collections. So it's not actually one flat array, but it's an array of different collections. And the problem will now happen if you try to map that into Webflow, for example, into a variable in a Webflow item. Let's just give that a second to load. Then if you map this in here, so you just drag in the array, because that's what we just put together, the array, and we want to have the array in there, you will notice that it just gives you a collection. So it doesn't actually give you the content of the array. It just says collection, collection, collection. And the problem is it's not a flat array in a sense, it's an array of collections. And the way we can solve this is we have to use the map function. So what the map function does, it takes these elements in the array. So in our case, we have an array of collections and each element is called I. So we can see here I. So using the map function, we specify first which array do we want to map. So we select the array and then we have to say which sub element of the array do we want to extract from it. And in our case, it's the variable I. So what this will now do is it takes the array, and as you can see here on the right, the array has multiple elements. Each one is designated I, and it now takes that out and makes one flat array. So how does this look like? If I run this now, what we will see is the output of the array aggregator stay the same. So we have an array of collections and the output of our map function is this. So now we have an actual true flat array. So just an array of the input we gave it. And if we now map this in our Webflow module, you can see it's still collection, collection, collection. And the reason is we didn't use the new array we generated. So it's still mapped to the old array, which is sort of incorrect, at least for what we need for Webflow. So we remove that. We select this array, so the sort of the new array. Let's run that again. And now we can see it actually has the value. So now it's a true array in a sense, and it's not just an array of collections from Integromat. I hope this was helpful. And if you are looking to get help with actually getting back to the things in your business that you should be doing, maybe this is part of what you should be doing in your business, building automations, but maybe you should actually be working on something else, and that is delivering a product or a service to your clients. And you should be spending your time with tasks that are more appropriate to what your skill sets are. That is why we do these videos. We want to help you get as efficient as possible with building these automations. And these automations are supposed to help you actually not have to do these manual tasks, but actually get back to the things in your business that you love. And if you want to have someone to support you with that, we are happy to do that. Just feel free to reach out. I will also put the Integromat cheat sheet down below, a link in the description. And also if you just need help with any Integromat questions, or you're actually looking for someone to take care of all those Integromat headaches and help you get back to the things in your business that you love, feel free to reach out anytime. My name is Dominik Lehnert. Take care and goodbye.